Salutations, my lords and ladies. We are back at it again. Yes, we are back at it again. It is your TV show, animation, anime, all in one, connoisseurs ourselves. I am the connoisseur himself, of course, E-Man coming at you. And we got the Lord of Animation himself, Anthony.
Yo.
Now, my dear viewers, do you love anime? Of course you love anime. That's why you're watching this right now. That's why you're viewing this right now. But do you love gut-wrenching? Makes your heart ache, makes you want to shed a single tear, then 100% go check out the beauty that is Violet Evergarden. There are 2 movies, there's a special, there's also a recap movie. You don't really have to go check that out because it's literally just a recap, but there's a special and 2 movies, and the full anime itself. It is amazing, it is beautiful, the animation is top tier, it is elegant, it is mwah. It is wonderful. Compliments to the mangaka, compliments to the chef, compliments to the animation studio, everything. If you want to feel something, if you really want to feel something, my dear viewers, then go check out Violet Evergarden. It is beautiful. If you haven't yet, because we're going to be spoiling a whole bunch of stuff right now, my dear viewers, we're spoiling a whole bunch of stuff. So if you haven't seen it yet, get off this video, go check it out, go watch it, then come back. We're going to say a hello to you, and you can watch and see our reactions. All right, let's get into it. First things first, Anthony, Violet Evergarden, bro. The beautiful, beautiful anime itself, bro. Hands down, first things first, bro. How did you feel when you were watching this anime?
Dude, it was wild, to be honest. Like, I started it, and then I was like, damn, maybe I should have waited till I got home so I could have the comfort of my pillow.
No, I can get that.
My goodness, it was so good, but it knows how to pull at your feels, you know?
100% pull at those heartstrings, dog. Gut wrenching to the highest extent, bro. Nah, for real. Like, for me, bro, especially because, like, you really motivated me to, like, actually put in the work, too. Because I started it, too, a while back, and I really wanted to finish it, but never decided the time, especially because a lot of new anime was coming out. But when you told me, like, yo, I'm going to try to mad finish this, like, while I'm on this trip. So I was like, bet, let me go finish Violet Evergarden. And you're like, well, don't forget, there's also, like, 2 movies in the special. I was like, bro, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah. So then I finally took the time to watch not only the anime itself, but also the special. I was like, okay, this is actually top tier. And I wasn't surprised. I knew Violet Evergarden was top tier, but I actually wanted to just really, truly, finally understand the beauty of this anime. And I finally got to, and it was amazing. I loved every second of it.
It took me a long time to watch it, and to be honest, like, I started it years ago. I started the first episode.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened, but I just stopped, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I started it up again this year. And I'm honestly glad that I didn't watch it then, because I don't think I would have appreciated it as much as I should have.
I get that.
I feel like you need a certain level of maturity to really appreciate what's going on in the show.
Yeah.
And when I was back then, I was a little too young for it, I think, to really understand how good it was.
I can get that in a sense as well too, because I feel like when I started trying to watch it when I was around like maybe still like in high school a little bit, and I was still more into like hard like explosion fight scenes, action anime. Like I didn't really get into like the really like deep stuff yet. Like I mean, I watched Clan and like that was that's gut wrenching. I watched Your Lie in April and all that stuff. So I have seen some sad anime, but like Violet Evergarden, I feel like maybe it was just a little bit too sophisticated for my palate yet. Like I really didn't really get to fully get enamored by it until like finally you really pushed me to watch it so we could finally talk about it. And dude, I loved every second of it. Like old enough to really appreciate it, old enough to give it its flowers, and hands down, it was an amazing, amazing anime. All right, but we got to go more into detail. So first things first, hands down, favorite character. What do you got for me, bro? Who was your favorite character?
Obviously, Violet, dude.
Of course, bro. It can't be anybody else, bro. It can't be anybody else.
It's just gotta be Violet, bro.
It's got to be Violet. Person for like number 2, because I have like 3 of these 3. Number 2 is definitely Oscar Webster. Not Oscar Webster. Where's the president's name? Oh yeah, Claudia Hodgins, bro. Claudia Hodgins, bro, because he was kind of like a dad to Violet when she was first starting out. After he picked her up from like the hospital, he was like, "Yo, check it out. You're gonna live with these people. You're gonna start working for me. I'm gonna give you that life." That's what Gilbert wanted. He wanted you to finally live your life. But she's like, "Nah, where's Commander Gilbert? Like, where is he at? Like, I want to be with the commander. I want to be with him." Like, where is he at? And like, he can't. Like, Claudia kept bringing himself to tell her that he's like low key. Well, they don't know he's dead, but he's been missing in battle. He's missing in battle. He's gone. So like,
MIA for
MIA,
years.
100% for years. And they had the funeral ready for him with like an empty casket. But like, it's just like, I loved his character. I loved how like he reacted to like how like whenever Violet was going through something where she was interacting with people, like, you could tell like that dad in him was coming out, where he was just a little bit worried. Like, another character I really though enjoyed was definitely like the old man character who was working at the facility. I don't really know his name. I'm gonna try to look it up.
Yeah, the old mailman.
Yeah, the old.
He might have been my second favorite character, to be honest. Either him or the main auto doll for their company.
Yeah, like the most popular one
at the beginning.
Yeah, that's the kind of tan one with the purple eyes. That's Catalea Baudelaire.
Catalea.
Yeah, Catalea. Yeah, no, Catalea. She's amazing. Like,
I really liked her. She gave good advice.
No, she did give great advice. Iris kind of annoyed me, hands down. Iris a little bit annoyed me. She was a little too much. She was mad annoying, bro. Cause like, low-key, I don't know why she was hating on Violet so much. I mean, maybe because she felt like she wasn't taking it very seriously, but like, bro, she was basically like a vegetable. Like, low-key, emotional vegetable.
I didn't hate Iris. I think she's just competitive.
I mean, she was competitive, but like, she was kind of annoyingly competitive. Like, there's being competitive where you can be competitive, but you're still like, have a good personality. Iris started having a good personality after she got that reality check when she went home. And everybody was like, yo, you need to stop acting like an immature brat, low-key. Like, she was just kind of acting up. Because, like, she just kind of felt inferior. She kept comparing herself to, like, Catalea and also Violet, because Violet was new. And she just kept starting to, like, pop off with her letters. But,
She made her feel like a real person.
Well,
like,
yeah.
that's what most, like, real people, they would do the same thing.
True.
They would be envious or jealous if a new employee just shows up and is just better than them at their job.
You can get that, but there's ways in which she could have just like acted a little bit better. Oh, the old man's name is Roland. Roland would definitely be my third draft or second draft pick, bro, for best character, Roland. But yeah, that's the old man's name, Mr. Santa Claus himself, delivering those letters. He does look like Santa Claus the entirety of the anime. Least favorite character though, because I want to talk about that, would definitely be Gilbert's brother, Dietfried. Dietfried was a problem, bro. Dietfried was a problem. That man was just like full on like I mean, I understand why he was low key not vibing with Violet, because she was like a young little mercenary. She did kill a lot of his men when he captured her, but at the same time, like, she was a child from war, bro. Like, she had to train and learn how to survive. She was legit like Thorfinn from Vinland Saga, bro. Like, you can't just be like, it's either you fight and live or you curl up and die. And that's not what Violet was supposed to be, bro. And then like, I do love Gilbert. I can't believe I didn't mention him, but I do love Gilbert. He's amazing. Loki, I don't know. In my opinion, I didn't really see Gilbert and Violet's relationship as romantical. I saw it more as like a father-daughter kind of situation. But I know like that's like how they were writing it. But to me, I kind of send it more of like a older brother or like a father kind of taking care of like this young little lost child, like kind of situation.
He did have to take care of her for a long time.
Yeah. But also because like their age difference was heavy. Like at the start of the anime where like Violet gets out of like
it's like 11 or 12 at the start, right?
Yeah, like she's like no, she's like 14, 13 like at the start. And then like later down the line
No. Not at the start of the show. When she first meets Gilbert.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. When she first meets Gilbert, she's like 11. 12,
honestly,
13.
she might have been younger than that.
Probably, yeah. So that's why I never really understood that's why like the whole age difference between them, that just didn't really work for me. Like, it didn't really make sense. Like, it seemed more like a father-daughter type relationship than like a romantic.
I don't know. You have to remember though, that's also back in the day, so they weren't as worried about age differences.
I know. It was like legit. Like the minute you turn, like, I don't even think it was 18. I think it was like the minute you turn like 16, you were ready to go. Like, that sounds crazy. I don't want to say it like that, but I mean like 16, like 16, you were good. Because like, I mean, that's like what happened to like the little princess chick. What was her name? Hold up.
Princess Charlotte, I believe.
Oh, Princess Charlotte. Yeah, Charlotte Freya Frugal. Yeah, I think she was like 13 when she got married, and I was like, "Dadgum, But hey, man, I guess it happens. I guess I will say this. Going back to my whole point, D3 was my least favorite character. I do want it to be Devil's Advocate a little bit, but he was doing too much. I look, he kind of got worried when he started kind of like bonding with Violet a little bit, and like he took her to go see like the boat because it seemed like he was getting a little bit too interested with Violet. I was like, bro, you need to stay away from her. Which I understand why Claudia was like, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like that he's with her, bro. I don't like that they're on the boat together, bro. It's like a worry we're dead. I felt like that. I felt like my daughter was with a bad person, bro. Oh God, my precious little girl, bro. Can't have her getting yelled at again because he kept calling her like Gilbert's dog, bro, and all that stuff. That's just messed up. That's not what she was. She's her own human, bro. Everything. Oh, okay. Next thing, most important stuff is really have to get into it. Hands down, favorite episode of the anime. Before we get into the movies, favorite episode of the anime.
Favorite episode was probably either the princess's episode, which is episode 5, or the episode with the playwriter dude who had the daughter that ended up
the daughter
which is episode 7.
Yeah. For me, I would have to agree with you. It is definitely the princess episode because I feel like that's the moment she really truly understands, like, why is it so important? Because that's what made her popular. It was the letters back and forth with the princess because it was Violet's idea to. So it's crazy because it's crazy that Catalea was the what's it called?
Well, Catalea was super popular, so they
of course. But the metal dolls, what was it?
They were called auto memory dolls.
Auto memory dolls. It was crazy. It was fun. I love when they actually started getting real instead of just spewing like nonsense and like fake stuff. It felt like a real relationship, and everybody was like feeling it. Everybody was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, just tell her how you feel, bro. It felt like the entire town was watching a rom-com, bro. Like
it is kind of crazy that they just left the letters out for the public to see.
Well, that was the whole point, because like it was like a whole thing about peace and stuff like that, and like the love letters between like two big families doing that was a way to kind of keep everybody in the loop and kind of bring off that feeling of peace with that like young love kind of situation. So it was good though. I loved every second. You love the part where like the princess is like, "Hey, listen. You don't know what I'm capable of. I could probably be a better shot than you are if we would go hunting. Like, it don't matter, and I care about you." She was like, "I'm ready to go." She said, "Exactly. Is that a challenge?" Bro, Shorty was gonna pull out with a rifle, AK-47 in that woods. I don't know what to tell you, bro. She was ready for you. My second favorite episode was definitely episode 10, where Violet goes to like the mom, the gravely ill like widow.
I did like that.
Her hangs with her daughter Anne. That made me cry a little bit. I'm not gonna cap.
I actually really liked that they like showed each letter, each of the letters throughout the future. That was really cool. I like that episode a lot. That might be up there instead of episode 7, but episode 7's the scene on the pond is my favorite. Like,
I do get that.
Frame in the show.
That is cinematic.
That's my favorite frame in the show.
Cinematically beautiful, bro. Especially when she's like, literally the whole premise is like using the umbrella to cross over the pond. She's literally helping him ride.
Dude, she made 3 steps. That was pretty impressive, if I do say so myself.
Shorty was walking on water like she was fit of Jesus, dog. Like, what's she gonna do?
Nah, after I finished the show, I went and looked for that frame for like a wallpaper on my computer.
I bet, bro. I would 100% understand that.
I didn't find it. I was so sad, but like I didn't look that hard. So
okay. That's probably why.
Yeah, I might go look again, to be honest, because I really want it.
Might as well.
I might have to end up making my own.
Yeah, this is that daughter one, bro. That touched my heart, especially because like I understand, like as a kid, like she knew that her mom was really sick. It's like she could tell that like she wasn't getting better. She kept telling her she was gonna get better. It's like, "You're not getting better. I just want you to spend time with me. Like, why are you?" And like all the times like she just got Violet to like hang out with her and stuff like that, and like do all the stuff that she wanted to do with her mom. She even was like up front with Violet's like, "Listen, Violet, I really don't want you doing this stuff with me." So Violet's like, "Yeah, I know. Like, I want to do it with like my mama." And she's like, "Yeah, I know." And I'm like, I got it, but like she didn't understand why it was so important for her to write these letters, so that she could still have her mom throughout her life, even if she was gone. And that was just
every day on her birthday for 50 years.
Exactly, dog. Bro, I want to be as good as a parent as that, bro. When I get older, bro. God forbid I ever get terminally ill, though. I want to see my great grandbabies, bro. Like I don't want to die that quickly. But I'm
great grandbabies.
100%, bro. Shoot,
a lot of greats.
Oh, that's a little too much. I'm gonna say great grandparents, bro. I wanna hit it. Like, I wanna hit it 110, bro. Still be dancing. Still getting
Shit,
drunk.
you're gonna have to start looking soon.
Yeah, that's true. But nah, not right now. I'm not ready yet. I ain't financially stable. No. Ooh, we still getting that minimum wage. But regardless, those are definitely my two favorite episodes. Least favorite episodes, though, I want to talk about that too. Least favorite episode for me was definitely episode 6. Episode 6 is my least favorite episode because Loki to me. That entire thing of like just like the guy from the observatory and like I guess he hates women because of his mom, his mommy issues, because like his mom left him to go look for his father. Which I get it. But like all Violet did was tell him that like yes, I would definitely leave if like Gilbert, if I found out any news about Gilbert, I would definitely leave you. But they're not even together. And he was like, oh, I guess like, and he realized like, okay, I guess I shouldn't be holding on to my mommy issues. I should just go out and live my life and go explore the world. Which. Good message. Don't let your past hold you back from experiencing your life. And I get that. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I guess I feel like with a couple of therapy and like a good friend, Loki could have figured that out himself. So like that didn't really like there was not like it had nothing to do with like the letters and like the beauty and the power of the letter. More it just had to do with like them hanging out for a couple of weeks. And I was just like, it's alright. Because even when they're kind of referencing all the good stuff she's done, but like she's still kind of going through it after she finds out Gilbert's dead in the anime. Like they don't really even reference him until like the very, very end. They don't even like reference like that character in that episode until like very end where like you see him like climbing a mountain with a couple other guys and stuff like that. Well, probably like guys and girls on, but just a couple other individuals like on a mountain. Like I feel like his story was like my least important for me. Hands down. What about you?
I feel like it could have been that episode. I don't know. Most of the episodes I really like. I guess just so that I don't pick the same one. Maybe like episode.
That's fine.
4.
Episode
probably.
4. Which one is that?
When they go to Iris's hometown.
Yeah, I can get that too.
Like that one was good, but I feel like the other ones were just better.
Yeah, hands down. That's like another good option. All right, totally. The moment of peace, bro. We got to get into the movies. Bro, hands down. Actually, no. Let's like we can talk about the special first. The special was another way in which the show. Because one thing I love about Violet Evergarden, especially like just the movies and the series together, is just the simplicity of just like even the smallest thing can do a big impact to somebody. The full thing of like letters, because like in this day and age, bro, people don't really be sending letters that much. Like people just send emails, text messages, videos. Like little gifts, stickers, like stories, whatever. Like to celebrate people or like to.
I couldn't really tell you the last time I got like a letter.
No, for real. I don't. I think like the last letter I ever got was just like. I don't know, like a check in the mail, I guess.
Of course, I'm not counting like a thank you card, but like I guess those could count.
But
it's just like
that really. Yeah, I feel like there's something like that. There's really should be like mailed to you kind of situation. Like I've never really gotten like that yet in my life. So like. I feel like in this day and age, we don't really care about letters like that. But like the way that they show how a letter can really touch somebody, just like when you're going through it, like for instance, the brother that was like in that drunken stupor and like his sister that was like really worried about him because that's like all the family that they had, feeling like he shouldn't have lived, like he should have died along with everybody else. Like, I feel like he didn't really like do anything in the war. He didn't help nobody. Like he just died and his parents died. And it was like, bro, for what? And like at that point, she's like, I'm glad you're alive. His sister really hit him with that. I'm so happy you're alive. And that really touched him and really made him feel like, dude, I literally.
Her first letter where she like understood what was happening. It was only one sentence, but it was enough.
Exactly, and it was enough to like really reach him. That's what I mean. That's really why people say words are power. Like you have to watch what you say sometimes, but like words can really uplift, like diminish, and just like can really change a person's whole worldview, bro. Especially if it's just motivational, bro. Like talk no jutsu, bro. That powerful speeches, bro. So like to that point, like it's just beautiful. Even to the point where like you go back to I forget which episode it is, but the episode where Violet is like down in the dumps and like she's really in like her depressive mood after like finding out that from Claudia that Gilbert is missing in action, MIA, and she's just like, oh my goodness, like this is it. Like I don't deserve to be a member of the like I am burning. Like I am a killer. That's all I am. Like these hands were made for killing, but that's not true. She literally lost her bloodied hands, bro. These new automated, auto hands, they're made to do whatever you want to. They're made to do whatever you want to. You are free. And what she uses her hands for now is to create these beautiful, beautiful memories. Bring out these beautiful, beautiful words that these people need to hear, that they wish to hear, that they long to hear. And she just changed a lot of people's lives at that point. Because especially like when Santa Claus, my man Roland himself comes up, he's like, yo, can you help me pass out these letters? You know, because every letter deserves to be delivered. And that's like, I feel like that's the most important line in the series. Every letter deserves to be delivered. Every message deserves to be brought out. Every feeling deserves to be expressed, no matter what. Everybody deserves to live. Everybody deserves to have freedom and live their lives, 100%. So like when he's bringing them out, she realizes, and she's hearing all these reactions to them getting the letter. Like this one kid's like, oh my gosh, Mama got my letter. Like, let's go. And like the other people like they're just happy and like, look, Mama got this letter. I got this entrance thing. Like it's that kind of situation where you're just like, wow, like really, this really touches people. Even the big ceremony at the end where they use all the unwritten letters that like the letters that can't be sent to nobody because there's nobody can receive them, and like the people that like sent out the letter, they're dead, so they can't even take it back. Spreading out everybody's wishes, everybody's good tidings, everybody's feelings out, and like really getting to like breathe in that true essence of humanity and emotion. Like it was a beautiful scene. But sorry, I went really off topic. My main point going forward for like the special is just that like when Violet has to write for that opera singer and write that true feeling of like what it feels like when somebody you love, whether it's your mom, your dad, sister, brother, lover, all that stuff is out in that war and you can't see them ever again and you long for them. She really got the essence of what finally the opera singer really wanted. She wanted to sing that song, sing a song that everybody can understand. Like when you lose somebody in war, when you lose somebody truly, whether it's through death or even with war, or whether it's just unforeseen accidents, it's just that at that point, it's like you'll forever in my heart, but you're gone now. And she really touched on that, and like she really sang her heart out, and it was a beautiful part in the special. But how did you feel about the special? Because I've been yapping too much. I want to let you have your own voice too. Totally, my bad.
Not the same type of thing. Like Violet was trying her best to like figure out what to write her.
Yeah.
And then I think the end of the day it was like she just wrote what she wanted to hear, I guess. Like what she would have liked to hear after she found out about Gilbert.
It was like legitly like after, because Gilbert was the inspiration for like what she wrote out. She just thought about it. Like this is the stuff I would want to say if I ever got to see Gilbert. And then bada bing, bada boom. That it really hit home for the opera singer. She was able to do what she needed to do. It was amazing. Another thing, so we definitely got to hit the movies now. Finally, we get to hit the movies. First things first is the Eternity. What's it called? The Eternity Memory Doll. I think I'm messing up the name.
Yeah, Eternity and the Auto Memory Doll.
Thank you. I appreciate you, bro. That movie was great. Was it my favorite of the two movies? No, but it was still an amazing movie, bro, hands down. Because it has the tale of two sisters, man. Tale of two sisters. One sister found out that she, for some reason, is like a receiver of this great line, and like her little sister, because she built a family with her, and she took care of her. So she literally took care of herself, and she found this little girl that needed to get taken care of. She took her in and became sisters, like real sisters. And then she had to leave her and like go on for her own little. Like literally, she didn't choose. It wasn't just to choose to have herself have a better life. She chose to leave so that her little sister, her honorary little sister, could have a better life. And it was beautiful. Like then she had to go to this like finishing school and learn all this like elegant stuff, and it's just not her. Legit isn't her. Like because she's never really had like it's new to her and all that stuff. And she feels like she can't really get comfortable with it. So then having Violet be there with like her elegance and her, I wouldn't say confidence, but like just her straight up, like just her straightforwardness and just honesty. Like she really just felt like she made a friend, and she was able to really like just be herself throughout it and dance her heart out in the cotillion. And it was a beautiful story for me, especially because then afterwards, the younger sister gets a letter from the older sister, and then you see afterwards the next part of the movie is the younger sister is older now, and she comes to not become an auto memory doll though, but instead become one of the letter deliverers. She wants to be like Benedict, because Benedict was the one that delivered that letter to her, and that really touched her heart. And she was like, my sister. Like she finally, like when she was a baby, she finally remembered her sister. She couldn't read. But then like Violet taught her how to read, taught her how to write, and then she finally got to write her own letter. And then bada bing, bada boom. It was like literally she got to deliver a letter to her. Well, Benedict delivered it, but she got to write a letter and get it delivered to her older sister. And then she got to tell her that, like, yo, I'm doing good. I'm fine. You don't have to worry about me, and I appreciate you. Yeah. So Amy Bartlett is the name she had.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the older sister. Oh, yeah, never mind. Bartlett was the last name, but she had her name changed to York.
Yeah.
Afterwards. Yeah. But Bartlett was it. It's like little sister writes like, I'm so glad I became.
Amy.
Amy. I'm glad I became Amy Bartlett's little sister. And I was like, dog, that's so beautiful, bro. That's so beautiful. Taylor, yeah, little girl Taylor, bro. Beautiful story, bro. Hands down.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, bro. What did you feel about it?
I honestly, I would have liked to see right at the end, just like another time skip like they did with the letters on the birthday.
Yeah.
Of the little sister taking the letter to her sister herself.
Yes, that would have been so good, bro. Because that's what she wanted to do. She was gonna go back to orphanage, study up, become a letter deliverer, postal care service person, and then finally deliver her own letter to her sister the next time. That would have been goated. I wish they did that too. That's a good. That would have been good. That's a good point. I'm glad you said that. It would have been
great, but it was great regardless, to be honest.
100%. But last but not least, the piece de resistance, the movie of all movies, Violet Evergarden, the movie itself, bro. The last movie, bro. That was top tier interesting. Oh, especially because like at the start of it, it's just like Gilbert, because you find out Gilbert's alive. He's in another country. He's actually in the country that they fought landscape, which is kind of crazy. He ends up there after like getting picked up in a neutral hospital, like medical place, and he not only loses his arm, he loses his eye and all that. When I was watching it, man, I kind of was like, I feel like if Gilbert was still alive, he would have been come back. So I was like, there's no way Gilbert's alive. It can't be. I was like, oh, Gilbert is alive. Then why did this dude come back? But I understand now it's because he felt bad. He felt like he was the reason why Violet could never have a like true, real, like free life. Like he just used her all the time. But he was just clouding his own like judgment. He was letting his shame and his regret cloud his like understanding of what their relationship was. Like it was more pure than he realized, bro. It was pure and beautiful to her. Man literally said, I love you before his dying breath. And then she took the entirety to learn and understand, because she really wanted to understand. That's why she wrote that letter to Gilbert at like closer to like the end of the anime, for the season, closer to the end of the anime. She's like, Gilbert, listen, like I finally understand what love truly means. It took her meeting all these new people, having all these different essence of love, whether it's like missing somebody, yearning, wanting them to have a better life, wanting them to be okay even after they're gone, wanting to say words that can't be said because that person is gone. Create something that a person really wanted to do, but they couldn't do because they died, like that the playwright. That's what we're referencing to him, especially because his daughter really was like, what would happen if you like did like what if happened like I want to fly with the umbrella, and she never got to try that. She really died afterwards, and then Violet Lily did that. So like to go back to it, like getting that point where she's like, I figured out what love truly is and all that stuff, and then like afterwards, but Gilbert's still stuck in his like, oh, woe is me, I'm a terrible dude, I use this little like, and he's like, he just writes a letter randomly to his students because like he doesn't even realize he's a good guy. I understand beating yourself up low key. I beat myself up a little bit here and there, bro. I get it. You shouldn't be doing it, but it happens. I understand it, bro. A lot of guys are hard on themselves. I'm very hard on myself. Because Gilbert is an honestly good dude. Better man than me, bro. Hands down. That's a little bit beating myself down a little bit. But he's a good dude. So he's taking care of his students. The student's like, hey, can you write me a letter? I want to send it to like my dad or something like that. I think that's what it was. And he writes the letter, and then like literally Claudia and Detfried, his older brother.
His brother?
Yeah, his brother. His brother's like, yo, this is Gilbert's handwriting. And Claudia's like, I see exactly. And they're like, yo, Gilbert's alive. They're like, Gilbert's alive. It's like, bro, we can't tell Violet yet, bro. And then Claudia's just like, yeah, we think Gilbert's alive. And she's like, what? Where is he? Where's the commander? Where is he? He's just like, oh, we don't know yet. We're going to figure it out. We're going to find out where this letter came from, all that stuff. And then Violet finally gets to see the man she's been longing to see for the longest time. This bull's like, Leave me be gone, woman. Don't come to the door. You can't look at me. Like it's Shrek or something, bro. Like like I'm an ogre, like Hunchback of Notre Dame or Beauty and the Beast, I guess. Whatever. It's like the whole bunch of that. He's just like, I'm so edgy right now. I'm brooding in my classroom. Don't look at me. I'm a terrible man. Violet's like, no. I finally understand what love is, and I love you, Major. Oh, it was Major, not Commander. It was Major. Yeah, Major Gilbert, the Major. It's like, I love you, Major. And he's just like, nah. But he finally like realizes after like, because Claudio wanted to beat his butt, bro. He's like, you idiot! And he runs after Violet after she's like crying because she feels like the Major hates her or something like that, and she decides to leave because she knows that like. She won, because like, isn't that movie like where that boy, Loki, I feel like the boy was actually a reference to Gilbert too, like pushing people away to make it kind of like easier for them to forget them, because like I honestly can see that like the young kid that was like Loki gonna die, and he went Violet to write him a letter. I'm not gonna cap with you, that whole like child expenses, that was cap. I'm not even gonna cap that whole like discount for children. I'm sorry. I know she brought out a paper that showed that
she lied to him.
But that was a lie.
She wanted to write his letter.
Yeah, she wanted to write his letter, 100%. But he was pushing his parents away and his little brother because he wanted to make it. He was like, I feel like half of it was just make it easier for them to like let go of him, but he wanted to say what he truly felt at the end of his letter. And then like bada bing, bada boom, bro. Like. You kind of see him pushing away. You see Gilbert pushing away. But later down the line, they both realize they're like, that's stupid. Stop being stupid. It's not good to push people away, man. You can't, like, if you're going through something, bro, especially like if you're how you're feeling, bro, you need to talk to these people, bro. You need to put your words into action. Your words have meaning, bro. It matters. Don't just clam up. Say what you want to say. And that's what happens. Because literally D3 comes down. He's like, yo, listen, Gilbert, you're being a little dumbass right now, bro. You need to lock in. Get your girl, run after her, go chase her. He's like, I don't know what I was gonna do when I first saw you. He's like, half of me wanted to like be so happy that you're here. The other half of me wanted to slug you, making us think that you're dead and you missed mom's death. And I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, because my brother's very introverted. If he just dipped out completely and disappeared, and our parents both died, I'm low-key gonna be a little pissed. And I see him after all these years, I'm gonna be happy to give him a hug. There's gonna be like a whole like sugar honey iced tea situation, like Marty and freaking Alex, bro. I'm gonna be chasing the kid down and sucker punching him just once, just giving him that one sucker punch because he needs to wise up. Older brother mentality for real. Because like, dog, Gilbert needed to wise up. He did. He ran right after her, bro. He was running on water. He didn't walk on water, but he ran in that water, bro. And they met each other. And also with the kid, bro, he finally got to say what he wanted to say to not only his parents, but really what was important to say to his best friend, because he didn't want his best friend to see him like that, all weak and pale and all that stuff, but he was able to finally say what he wanted to say using the telephone. They referenced the telephone now, like the telephone is going to probably take a lot of the auto memory doll's jobs. But at the same time, that progression, like that. Yeah, that progression of communication, that form of communication was needed for that kid to finally say what he wanted to say to his friend, and then he died. I guess, would you call him dying peacefully? I feel like he kind of died peacefully.
Probably.
He died with a smile on his face, but he got to finally do what he wanted to do, and that was a beautiful moment. Hands down, that was an amazing movie. Hands down, amazing movie. But just give me your synopsis, Toby.
As I knew throughout the series that since they like never showed Gilbert his body, like he was gonna show up eventually at some point, not dead, right? Because like if they wanted him to be dead, they would have just gotten his body and it would have been over.
Yeah.
But he was gonna show up, and that was gonna be like the ending, which it was.
Yeah.
But there was also like in the movie they included like there was a little girl from like 100 years in the future already, where their company is a museum and all that.
I forgot about that.
And them talking about that, it like just foreshadows what's gonna happen throughout the movie, sort of.
Yeah, because that's because her name was Daisy Magnolia, which is bada 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 bada, Anne's granddaughter or great granddaughter? No, that's her granddaughter. That's Anne's granddaughter That's Anne's granddaughter. It's literally like because he gets to see the letters her mom, her great grandmother's gave to Anne to keep her for every single birthday, and Daisy's like she's kind of low key mad at her own mom because she feels like she wasn't really there for Anne, her grandmother. So then she wants to like understand her grandmother a little bit. But she goes to find out like this whole story about Violet, and she's like, where's this stamp from? Like, what's this stamp? And then literally we find out later at the end, like that stamp was legit made, because of everything that happened and everything that Violet did for everybody later in the line. We don't know what happened. We don't know the other people that she helped. We do know that was like the legit stamp that got made because of her afterwards, and everything with Gilbert and everything. Because Gilbert, her legit made like a whole entire like riding situation down where he was at. She just stayed with him instead of going back. And it's just beautiful, dog. It's beautiful. But that is it for us tonight, my dear viewers. Leave a comment in our comments. Let us know what was your favorite episode, what was your least favorite episode, favorite character, least favorite character, favorite of the two movies. Anything. Give us anything. What made you cry? What made your gut wrench? Like you ate something bad, like some bad sushi. Like, give us it all. We love to hear from you. We love to talk from you. Hit us up. Let us know. This has been the Violet Evergarden anime, movies, and special review. We want to bid you farewell. Again, this has been the Connoisseur and the Lord of Animation himself, Anthony. Give him that. What's up, Anthony?
Bro, it's always a good time. Always a pleasure. I'll see you next time.
Exactly. Peace!